what is it? 7:30 p.m. Monday night, November 2nd. Yesterday was the first, of course, obviously enough. And being Sunday, we kind of had like a mini reunion of sorts. We had a whole bunch of us gorillas were at the Golds in Shrewsbury up here. And I can't say enough good things about Golds in Shrewsbury, to be quite honest. They've always been like really, really nice to me. I've always really enjoyed working out there. Good bunch of people. It's a good bunch of people there. I'm not the only one who thinks so. A lot of people think that out of all the gyms in the area, the best atmosphere is in that gym and the least amount of douchebags. But that's just a matter of opinion, right? They're good people. I train in a lot of gyms. And I'm discounting 1440. That's not included in this. Not included because there aren't any douchebags in 1440. 1440 is just totally cool. But you know how most of the big chain gyms, you're going to have assholes in there. It is what it is. I'm saying it's not overwhelming numbers, but you're going to have some. But the Shrewsbury Golds down here, they have a lot of really good people in there. So I really, really, really enjoy that place. And a lot of the ones in York that I go to in that area, they're good people there, you know. Some of our brothers and sisters train in some of those gyms. They're still good people there. But the overall, just the average gym goer you might encounter or train alongside of in Shrewsbury, it's 99.9% of the time they're going to be a pretty decent person. You know, they're just going to be cool, you know, friendly. Anyway, so we went and we trained a bunch of us. I don't know if I should name the characters involved or not, but it was quite a few of us. But something disturbing arose, and that is that one of our female family members has had to tolerate or has been tolerating some sexual harassment from a friend of ours, a fringe guy. He's never really engaged with us or gone out and done anything with us, or but I considered him moving into the brother area, but he's apparently he requires correction apparently. What he said was, I'm not going to say who this member is, but I will say that this female sister of ours, she's a very valued human being and part of our family for a long time. And she's just an awesome person. She really is. Very sweet, very kind, compassionate, just a really good person, man. And she's been training a long time. She's been training longer than most of these guys that she trains around in general anyway out there. But I'll tell you what the brother said, or what the guy said to her, and you let me know if you think he might be out of line or not. He approached her and he said to her, I'd really like to buy you about 10 pieces of lingerie and take you to a hotel room and photograph you in them. Now, if you sat down, we discussed it yesterday, a bunch of us men, and we thought, if I was trying to think of the creepiest thing somebody could say to a woman, just walk up and say to her, that wouldn't even come to my mind. That's really creepy. It's a creepy thing. So any of you sisters that are out there, any of you females, you women out there, what do you think about that shit? Creepy or not creepy? Seems creepy to me. Pretty damn creepy. Disrespectful for certain. And this same guy has kind of been buzzing around and overly flirtatious to her. when it's unrequited clearly, that it's not invited or welcomed, these advances. So it's been going on, and then he seemed to calm down and get a little tamer, because I heard about it previously. Not this exact encounter, but other encounters that weren't as creepy. And I vouched for the guy, more or less. I said, oh, he's harmless. He's a good dude. He really is a good guy. Really is a good guy. But now, and if you're watching this, dude, now you made me eat those words, man. You made me eat those words. I kind of thought you were a decent dude to vouch for you, but that's fucking that line, dude, man. It's that line. It's not going to be tolerated. I mean, I can tell you that straight up, clear. That it ain't going to be tolerated. And I know there's a lot of you little triggered, I don't know what to call you, little metros or whatever you are out there. You're probably wilting at the thought of, oh my God, what are you threatening violence? I'm not threatening anything. I'm just straight up saying that some people need corrected sometimes, man. Usually just a well-placed word, right? A man who knows better does better, and a word to the wise is usually sufficient. So maybe he's going to see this video, and if he sees this video, this is where we're at. So, haven't seen him lately. Normally I see him all the time. I didn't see him today. Normally I would have seen him at the gym when I went, but I didn't run into him. And it seems very suspicious now that last week he was being super extra friendly to me. I mean, super friendly. Wanted to buy me lunch, And I think that maybe he knew that he was way out of line with that remark and had thought maybe I had heard about it. But see, here's the thing. I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to say anything. You know what I mean? I'm like the referee, kind of. There's brothers that think he needs slapped around for that, because they value this lady so much. And I, said, well, that's not a really good idea. I'm not trying to be about that kind of behavior. But we look after our own. We look after ours. And there's used to be a metaphor. It used to be something that brother Carl and I used to say, Chip and I, what we used to say, and that was, big dogs eat first, man. When we would see dudes coming in and just disturbing female members, I distinctly remember one time there was a chick on a treadmill. There was a female on a treadmill, and there was a guy hanging along next to her, and he was bothering her, man. And she asked him to leave her alone, and he kept coming around and still bothering her. So, we had to tell him, bro, come here. I said, look, dude, big dogs eat first. We even had a T-shirt we made up. It had a dog with a chain around his neck. He was real muscular, hitting a double by, and he was like a shepherd or a Doberman or something. And he had torn the chain, so he had this chain around his neck, but it was a broken chain. And I said, big dogs eat first. And so what that means is, and in that gym, Jesus Christ, you had so many big dogs in that gym. You had world-class athletes in that gym. You had current world record holders training in that gym. That gym was off the hook, Carl's gym. Off the hook. I mean, no holds barred. And, you had regular people training right alongside. I mean, the music, the atmosphere was unbelievable. But big dogs eat first. And what that meant was, if you don't see us in here doing it, this is our house. And if you don't, and I mean, literally, it's Carl's gym. I was behind the counter all the time. Working the counter, opening up on Sundays just for the fuck of it, just for the hell of it, because it's my bro. But if you don't see us doing it, then that's probably a key that you shouldn't do it. Don't trespass. Big dogs eat first, Anyway, I'm sure there'll be somebody who has something negative, some smart ass shit to say about this, but you know what I mean? Get over yourself. Get over yourself. I don't dig. There's no bullying allowed, man. Don't do bullying. Don't stand by. and go for bullying. And even somebody out there that would say something negative about me right now, about what I'm discussing, if I saw somebody hassling you, and I know we're all too tough and too big and too bad for that to happen, but if I saw somebody hassling you, or maybe somebody you cared about and you weren't there, but a guy like myself was there, I would say something. I would say something. You know, I'm not saying get over the top and escalate on something, you know, radical, but you speak up, man. This is how these things continue on, because they're just allowed and they're tolerated. You know, nobody, or not enough people, stand up and say, hey man, that's not cool. You can't talk to that person that way. It's not right. You know, or you shouldn't treat that person that way, or you know, that kind of stuff, man. And it gets out of hand. I mean, we had, a couple years back, we had a couple events where it was becoming a thing, especially around Baltimore there at one point, and it even happened out in Reading at one time here in PA, that special needs people were being assaulted by bullies. Just tormented and literally assaulted, man. That's some messed up shit. You know, so, you know, where do you draw the line? But I think you can at least say something. You can at least speak up. You know, and then the ball's in this person's court. If they want to take it somewhere to another level, that's on them. But I've never been a person that, you know, stood by and watched somebody be ridiculed or picked on or tormented or hassled or bullied or intimidated or, you know, anything like that. And I never will be that kind of person to stand by and watch something like that. It just isn't cool. It's not cool. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. You know, take it for what it's worth. Take it with a grain of salt. It's not that big of a deal. It's just life. Just another day. Like this out of line. You know, I think I would hope he can do better. If he can't do better, then that's worse than creepy. There's something wrong. He can't contain his tongue. You know, from approaching a female he really doesn't know, other than just seeing her in the gym, and say something like that, that's fucked up. Something's wrong with a dude like that. So I don't think there is, though. I think he can do better. You know, and I would encourage him to do better. I mean, for one thing, clearly he's trying to hit on her, he's macking on her because he's apparently maybe single, maybe lonely, I don't know. But, you know, just a little hint. I don't think that's the right approach. I don't think you'll have much luck or success with that kind of approach. Maybe want to refine that just a little bit, you know? Maybe adult it up a bit. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Hope you guys have an awesome evening.